Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we're talking love and marriage Huntsville. Like seriously, you guys. No, real talk. I thought that I was gonna have a break today. I thought that we didn't have to discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville until tomorrow about possibly Blackout Saturday. But you guys said, no. We are on the case. We have more intel. We have more things that we want you to react to. And here we are, you guys. Here we are. So we already got confirmation that Latisha Scott and her mother are thieves, and allegedly her mom may or may not be responsible for a theft ring that Black Titanic is in the middle of an expose on that. However, we got details of one of the arrests, you guys, and this is separate from the alleged 8 arrests that the Black Titanic exposed, you guys. And we got confirmation, not that we didn't need confirmation, because I already knew that, Latisha Scott was a thief, but in this particular arrest, she was stealing, I guess, from Amon Cosmetics or Fashion Fair at the makeup counter, at least 2 lipsticks or 2 lip glosses. Maybe it was MAC. Like, who knows, you guys? Who knows? But she tried to stuff it in her stroller, apparently. And so then it said she stole some other items that were undisclosed. So I'm wondering if allegedly she also took the stroller to the shoe department to get the shoes out of the box and stuff those in the stroller as well. And then, since Phonics Unhooked said that it was a $50 teddy bear, she probably went to the kids section, the kids department of the store, and, grabbed Teddy Ruxpin, you guys. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but this is wild, you guys. This is absolutely wild. And it's like, why did, Phonics Unhooked and Marceau lie? Like, why would you lie about being arrested and what you were arrested for? And just assume that nobody was ever going to try to look into the documents to find out what the true details were and what the nature of it was. Because I believe this was one of the arrests that the amount of theft or whatever had increased. I think originally it was like under 500. Yeah, it was like under 500, and then it increased between 500 and 1,500 or whatever. So that led me to believe that this is way more than just lipstick and court fees and everything else and the like, that there was a full-on shopping spree while Tisha was with her baby and just stuffing all these things into the stroller, you guys. Like, I just can't make it make sense, you guys. Like, if you can't afford it, why are you stealing at this point? Like, why? Did you really think that you weren't going to get caught? Seriously? I cannot. And so then furthermore, there's like more stuff that was pulled. There's foreclosures on both Marceau and Tisha's accounts. There's, tax liens on properties, you guys. But it's like, it's not even like high liens, you guys. It's like a couple hundred here, 300 or 400 here, 600 here. And it's like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? You guys said that you guys were millionaires, and I'm not seeing it, you guys. I'm not seeing it. You're not even hundredaires or dollionaires. Like, where is the money? Like, what is going on? What is going on? And so furthermore, because it was eerily quiet, you guys, it was eerily quiet because it's funny. It's all fun and games when you go on these lives and you go on these interviews and you sit there and you drag Melody Cherie and you get some keys and you get some followers and this and that, and you're gassing up Martell Holt's mistress and following her on Instagram and gassing her up and everything else. It's all fun and games until you're exposed, you guys. It is all fun and games until you are exposed. And that is what we have here, you guys. That is what we have here. And apparently, Carlos King is to the rescue because Funky Dineva, you guys, is in the Huntsville streets as we speak, you guys. He is in the Huntsville streets. I guess he is there to, clean up the Scott's image, to clean up Phonics Unhooked's image. I don't know what's happening, you guys. But I'm tired of the hypocrisy, you guys. I'm tired of the hypocrisy that it is okay for, these people to slander Melody Cherie and question the paternity of her youngest child and, you know, call everything but the child of God as it pertains to Melody Cherie, and just completely hate and pick apart everything that she has going on in her life, you guys, and making fun of her for having a cheating ex-husband, making fun of her that her ex-husband got a side chick pregnant, like just doing all the gaslighting and the taunting and the maliciousness that were said, things that were said about the kid's hair. Like, it was just piling on and on and on. And it's like, why? What did Melody Cherie do to you? This is all because she doesn't get along with your daughter anymore? She's not friends with your daughter anymore? This is the thanks that she gets? And she's responsible for you guys getting on the show and allegedly responsible for putting in a good word for your daughter to become an AKA? Like, seriously? This is what we're doing? But I'm tired of the hypocrisy because nobody sent in reinforcements or damage control for Melody Cherie or Martell Holt when her life was flipped upside down, when her whole world was, you know, completely exposed and humiliated with elevating this side chick and everything else. Nobody bothered to check on Melody Cherie and make an emergency trip to Huntsville, Alabama to do damage control, you guys. And that's what I mean. It's like the rules do not apply to certain people, and it's just wild to me. It's just wild to me. You are talking about a family that is already involved in violence, that already has a rap sheet, that cannot keep the lies straight, and threatening to kill people, saying that they've got guns in their cars and everything else, saying that, you know, people don't uplift each other and this and that. Meanwhile, it's okay for you to get away with all of these things and not be held accountable and get to do an interview where you can tell more lies, where you can be prepped and have prepared statements of more lies that you're going to spew out. And it's just like, why? Why? What is the point? Really, to be honest with you, if they were smart, they would have saved all of this for the reunion. They would have saved this for the reunion to do an expose to find out and get to the bottom of these arrests, you guys. To find out, okay, are all of these alleged arrests legitimate? Is this you? Was this a former address of you? So that the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed, you guys. But no, since this is a daily image concern with the Scotts, they have to immediately fly out Funky Dineva for an interview. They have to immediately speak to him, to tell their truth after the truth was already exposed, you guys. what truth is there to tell? We've got receipts, you guys. You can't spin this any other way other than you bleeped up. like there's nothing else to say. You bleeped up, you broke the law, and there are consequences for that. And speaking of consequences, Latisha Scott was supposed to do 30 days in jail, but she did a theft, opted for a theft intervention program that I believe was like for a month or so to, in exchange for the jail time. And I believe she also had to be on probation as well. But it's like, the nerve of you guys coming up to these events in, tennis shoes, ready to fight people, and just saying the most nasty and disgusting things about the people responsible for you even having an opportunity on this show. And lo and behold, here we are. Now the house of cards has come down and you guys cannot face the music. You guys are so embarrassed that you don't even want to go on live or anything. You have to fly in Funky Dineva to get your stories together. Like, it's just a mess. Like, where is Melody Cherie's interview? Like, where was everybody at when she was going through all of her stuff, right? Now, she was getting interviews here and there, but nobody immediately intervened when the side chick was exposed, you guys. Everybody was eating it up. Everybody was eating it up and was trying to get the tea and was trying to do all this and that. They didn't, have damage control for any of that. They loved the mess. They enjoyed the mess. But when it pertains to the Scotts, and specifically Phonics Unhooked, the rules do not apply. And you're basically saying it's okay to threaten violence, it's okay to get in fights with people, it's okay to blatantly lie on people on social media and in these interviews, but the moment that your real tea is exposed, you have to have an intervention. You have to have immediate damage control because your lies were not working. And you would have been better off just saying, you know what? I was arrested. I did X, Y, and Z. I paid my debt to society, and I have learned from my mistakes, and I have moved forward. But instead, you like to gaslight people. You like to say negative things about people and talk trash about people and think that nothing is going to happen. And then you invoke God in the midst of the madness, you guys. You invoke God as you are actively trashing and cursing, about Melody Cherie, you guys. And I just don't understand. I do not understand if you really can't stand somebody that much that you are this pressed to be this obsessed with them and that there is no bottom for you to go to. And now you have to have people fly out to get your stories together. And I'm sure it's going to be messy. I'm sure she's going to shade a bunch of people. Like, it's not going to clean up the image. Like, that's what's so funny. It's like you think, okay, we're, sending some Black content creators out to Huntsville to do an exclusive or to get an exclusive. And you're expecting professionalism. You're expecting, an Oprah style type of interview where everything's going to be, clean cut and it's going to be straight to the point and straightforward. No. This still is going to be messy. You guys. So I am not anticipating, much different. I actually would be shocked if there was a different story at this point, but it wouldn't surprise me as well, or there would be something elaborate with the Teddy Ruxpin teddy bear story. Like I don't know. But this is what happens when you take things too far, you guys. This is what happens when you take things too far and the fans have had enough. And this is what happens. This is why I kept saying people who always have the most skeletons in their closet, when they keep getting obsessed with certain people, when they keep getting fixated on certain people and getting fixated on trying to, quote, take somebody down, it's usually because they have bigger secrets. They have bigger skeletons that they do not want to expose. So they think that if they divert all of the attention on somebody else, that they're not going to be looked into. And Black Titanic called their bluff and was like, you're not going to call me no liar, and went to work. And so it's like, and it's just funny because it's the audacity for me, you guys. Like, you guys signed up to be reality TV stars. Nobody was holding a gun to your head to do so. You guys chose to do it. Nobody forced you. Nobody held you against your will. You signed the contract to be on reality TV. And unless you have been under a rock, every reality TV star has been investigated one way or the other. They look up your court records. They look up your grades in school. They look up if you have a family or not. They look up where you live, if it's been in foreclosure. They look at your relationship with your family. They look at whether or not you're a parent. They look at if you owe back child support, if you are an unfit parent, if you do not have custody of your kids, if your cars were repossessed. If you have, outstanding debts, if you've ever been to jail, if you've ever been arrested, if you have like a nasty divorce or, some type of trifling court case, or you were stealing or copyright violation lawsuits, everybody looks into everything when you are a reality star because they want to vet you. They want to see if the image that you are presenting on television checks out. And if for some reason you are seeming sketchy or seeming a little off the rails, because a lot of the times, a lot of people that do reality TV seem to always have issues, seem to always have a court case, seem to always have an arrest somewhere, there's always at least one in every cast, you guys. It's just a matter of if and when it comes out. So there is that. But this isn't new. This isn't new. We're not new to this. We're true to this. This is what happens when you sign up to be a reality TV star is we look up every nook and cranny about you that exists. They will ask your relatives. They will ask your friends. They will ask your teachers from school. They will get to the bottom of whatever they need to get to if they suspect you're not a good person, if they suspect you're hiding something, if they suspect that you are not being transparent with the viewers. That's when these investigations usually happen. If there is a hole in your story, if there is an opportunity to poke a hole in your story and say, you know what, there's something there that's not completely adding up. And so while we have no official confirmation yet of the alleged 20 girlfriends of Marceau Scott or, a true confirmation of any of these mistresses, because I reckon that they have as much to lose. So therefore, they do not want to be exposed and they do not want to be treated like how Martel Holt's side chick is being treated. So therefore, they rather stay hidden. But we at least have receipts on the arrest. We have receipts on the foreclosures. We have receipts on the tax liens. We have receipts on what is happening in your lives and what has happened in your lives. Because you wanted to get bought and think that the rules didn't apply to you. And these are the consequences, you guys. And if you had nothing to hide, if you were not presenting this image that you were perfect and that you were better than everyone else and, saying all these disgusting things, none of this would happen. But it is the audacity to sit on your moral high horse and act as if you are perfect and there is nothing wrong with you and there is nothing that we can find on you and that there's no receipts on you that we can't uncover. And that is your mistake because you're on a reality show and you are not transparent with us about your real life and what you've truly been through. So there is that. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. What do you guys think of, Latisha allegedly stealing lipstick and potentially even the shoes out of the box as well? Maybe it was like one fell swoop at this department store, like just went to every department to stuff as many things in the stroller as she could. Like, I just don't understand the logic at all, you guys. I don't know if it was Fashion Fair. I want to know what kind of makeup it was. Was it Fashion Fair? Was it Iman? Was it MAC? Like, what was it? Was it Estee Lauder? Like, what was it that you couldn't afford to pay for it? So, there is that. And then, what do you think of Funky Dineva doing damage control? And he is currently out in these Huntsville streets working on, some type of plan for the Scotts and Phonics Unhooked, which is more than likely either going to be an interview or they may tell him some exclusives that he can, present on his platform and everything else to make them look good. Nonetheless, it's all, orchestrated by Carlos King because he loves his messy cast members. Because he doesn't do this for anybody else. He doesn't do this for the cast members that tell the truth, that expose their real lives, you guys. Do you notice that? He's not flying out Funky Dineva for the cast members who are being transparent with you that they have a cheating husband and that they have a husband that got another woman pregnant. They're not flying out Funky Dineva for that, you guys. They're flying out Funky Dineva because all of these arrests got exposed. And then you came out and you lied about the arrest. And you lied about what the arrests were for. So then that caused people to do more digging. And more digging. And every day there's a new report that's coming out, you guys. And so now it's like, oh, no. We have to have Carlos King come out and fix this. And so, but, maybe he's unavailable. Maybe he's out, scouting for Love and Marriage Atlanta. So Funky Dineva, I need you on the first plane to Huntsville. So there is that. You can't win when you play dirty from the famous Nene Leakes. You cannot win when you play dirty, you guys. You cannot, because it always comes back, you guys. It always comes back tenfold. And that's what Melody Cherie said. She said, no weapon formed against me will prosper and is going to bless her 5 times more. And it's been right on the money, you guys. It has been right on the money for Melody Cherie, you guys. So there is that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. For real this time. What do you guys think of Funky Dineva going to Huntsville to, I guess, shape up the Scotts? And what do you think of the latest uncovering of another arrest? of Latisha Scott. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, you guys. And sound off, you guys. Sound off your thoughts. But please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.